Good morning. It took a little bit of time to actually check that I was live properly. So, good morning to everyone. It is a beautiful Sunday morning here in, where am I? Port Elliot, South Australia. I had to think then for a minute. It is beautiful outside, and I've got a gorgeous, well, I like the CD in the background where I'm playing some nice bird song and it sounds gorgeous, and it just reflects what is happening outside. There's beautiful birds singing there too. And even though I had put the shut the door over behind me, the dog came in and has opened it, so you can hear that more clearly. Otherwise you probably wouldn't have. Got a few of you here this morning already. Good morning, Kat. Lovely to see you here. And I've already hearted yours. You're over on my Ros Boundy profile. We've got Keza. Good morning to you, Keza. We've got Manda. Lovely to see you here as well. You're all up early for a Sunday morning. And good morning to you, Sarah. Beautiful. That lovely clover sitting there and watching from the roadside. Watching from the road. Good morning. So you're parked up somewhere with your mobile phone. Good morning, Kim. Lovely to see you here this morning. And hello to Peanuts. Yes, she's sitting under my feet. Well, not literally under my feet. I don't use her as a rug or a mat. She's under the table where I do the readings. She loves it there. It's a nice little, like we used to do forts as kids with the blankets over chairs and stuff. Well, she's got the tablecloth down over the table like a fort or a cubby house, that type of thing. So we're going to move over to the cards. I've only got 3 this morning, but I have put 1 charm with each. So let's have a look at them. Tune into your psychic senses and let's see what they've got for us. And here we go. You're almost at Port Augusta. You're on a road trip, almost like Leanne and I had the previous weekend. Was that only a weekend ago? Wow. I haven't got my pointer. Oh, look, I probably don't need it, but I will get it in case anyway. So what we've got, I'm looking like I'm actually in the tin of charms. Look at that. And it almost, as it's sitting there, it almost looks like Miss whatever her name, Romper Room's mirror. Seeing me through that, it looks a bit weird. What an optical illusion, isn't it? Just because it's actually framed around something with, and wow, I'm impressed with that. Here we go. We've got birds. Let me just describe. Here we are. The charms are through the labyrinth through time. Whoops. Through that, the charms that I've used are these ones, the labyrinth through time, which is why there is that tub of charms there. I am liking using them more. The more I'm using them, I do like them pretty much. Whether I use them for all readings, who knows? The Bluebird Lenormand is the ones that I'm using here this morning. It's the same that I'd used yesterday. That's actually the guidebook, and the box that I've got them in, it looks like that. So we've got a mix of ways, mix of tools, really. So we've got a Lenormand deck, and we've got the little charms. Now what we've got here is the birds, the tower, and the mice. So with the birds, what that's meaning. And here we've got Keza saying, it looks cool, your face in the tin. Yeah, I thought so too. It just looks a bit weird. Very, very romper, stomper, bomper, boo. However that rhyme went. Does anybody else remember it? I can't. Not all of it. Birds bring a message full of cheer. If this card falls distant, all is not clear. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief when the birds disappear. Now, this is in the older Lenormand style of reading. You actually did have them all laid out, and that's why it refers to if the card falls distant. It's just not, it's not close to who your significator card is. So it's not as an influence. So with this, with the message though, it does, whoops, and we still can't see. That's because I'm moving slightly, I suppose. So whatever the outcome, remain without fear. So it's really just about, it is communication. So the message is full of cheer, but if it's further away in that spread, it has a little bit more of a unclear meaning, or it's just not as happy. It's a sadder message or something. That's how I think that message is interpreted was the word I was just thinking, but that's not a word, is it? Interpreted. Yes, so there you go. And today you see Kim Kesasera. Yes, exactly that. And my name was never pulled out. I can't remember Miss whatever her name was bringing my name forward, but I don't know. I always thought it was because I was a twin and Sharon was first. Anyway, that's beside the point. What we've got here now is I'll just move that one up a bit, the Tower card. So a lone tower stands, see, this is where I'm reading it from the actual monitor. That way I can keep looking at you instead of going down like that. And you see the tininess of this writing. So I'd have to actually almost go like that to read it. It'd be hard work. It's tiny print. So I'm going to try and hold it up so we can see. A lone tower stands confident and secure. Ground your strength in all that is pure. When trouble surrounds, weakness may come. Problems that abound you must overcome. So I think that is actually referring to a tower is a strong building. It is strength. It is good, solid foundations. But even those can fall. You know, there is an old saying: the higher you climb, the harder you fall, or something like that. You know, that's to do with various different ways of interpreting that too. So we've got the bird, we've got the tower, and what we've got here is the mice. And I'm just looking at that today. I see Kim, Keza, Sarah, Manda, Cat. Yes, all those names. The robber mice take your treasure. Inside the house they steal with pleasure. Hope's not forgone when this card is near. Once the mice are gone, you regain what is clear. So from one day or one reading to the next, if you have sequences of readings like we do on a daily basis, if this appeared tomorrow, there still might be that factor of someone sneaking in and trying to nick off with things that are a treasure to you, or your food, or things like that. But once they're gone, like that problem's gone, it needs to be dealt with. So what I'm feeling is be aware of, and look, it could be what I'm sensing is now which way are we going to read them. This was the card I laid first, and this was 2 and this was 3. It could be that we're reading it 1, 2, 3 in that way. What does it feel like to you? What feels like the best sequence? Because it doesn't mean that they're in a particular order, but I will read it as I laid them down. So for yourselves, make it up how you like to. Now I've got these are the charms, and this is where I thought, because I still am learning the charms a little bit. So these are the charms this morning. I'm going to try and read them in with I'm going to read them in with each card that I place them with. So what we've got is mountain. Oh, where did I put that pointer? Yep, there it is. And this is where I couldn't quite see for sure what we had. So there's the mountain charm. That looks like a shirt to me. So I'm going to read it like a shirt. And there is the dragon. I think we had that yesterday, didn't we? The dragon. So with those charms, I'll just put them back where they were. And go like this. And I'll make a clear way for that. So we've got them like that. Right. So that with the bird, what we have underneath the bird is the shirt. So for me, I haven't read the shirt before. I haven't seen it before. So I like that too. I spy with my little eye. Oh, so many times on road trips we as kids would be using that play game, I spy with my little eye. One of the things that was with how our kids, like my own children, as we were driving along, because we had, we actually had quite a few vehicles. My husband at the time was a mechanic. He was a qualified mechanic and interested in cars and trucks, and we'd already moved into growing our business of earth moving. So the kids would go, I spy with my little eye, and it was nearly always the type of truck or the brand and model of car. Now, I'm not that much into cars and stuff, but the kids all knew them. They'd see them coming and have to guess what they were, and as soon as I saw the badge, I'd know, but not until then. I was so, yeah, out of that. It was a funny way and a fun way of doing our travel. Can you play cricket in the car, Keza? How the heck do you play cricket in the car? I'll let that scroll up just so that people can say, yeah, it is. We play cricket in the car. It's just like that. Yes. No, the I Spy was the most favourite, and they used to have little kits of colouring ins and stuff for them. Anyway, that's digressing, isn't it? But it's not really. What we've got here is the birds, that communication, and having those words, the the information that we're sharing. Now, as much as I'll just go back up to this, because birds are communication for me. This is the birds bring a message full of cheer. And as I looked at the little jacket, the shirt, I couldn't find that being interpreted in either of these books that I've got. So with anything that you use as your tool for divination or fortune telling or whatever you want to call it, for readings, go with your own intuitive sense of what it means, your own gut feeling what that means. So for me, it's looking like a little Hawaiian shirt type thing with happy little flowers on it, and it's giving the message to me that it's clothing. The clothing is cheerful, and it's almost like they're chatting together happily in, almost on holiday. And Sarah, when you said you're almost at Port Augusta, that road trips, it's a happy space and time with this communication. Today's going to involve those happy, chatty, lovely things that we share with each other, including the games in a car, I feel, because and the sun shines out. It's beautiful. So I'm feeling really great positives around this. And in that, with how we've got the tower and the mountain together, that it really is building up. It's strengthening. It's giving that is a strong feeling to what our day's going to be. It's got some solidity, stability in it, not the falling down, the trouble with it. It's the challenges that have been passed. We've done what we need to give us that strength to build up what we have as our tower, if you understand that. It's a good solid feeling in what we're creating in our day to day. And then we have the mice. Now, there could, and I'm feeling, look, the mice usually is a bit of a negative card, because it does represent that they're nicking off with things, stealing in the background, sneaking around, leaving their, those bits, the droppings and etc., dirty and all the rest. But it's not just that. I'm feeling it's sometimes we let our imagination go. With the dragon, it's about that indecisiveness. I just wonder, and putting that little sense of doubt. The dragons are just such a very fast, fiery, speedy, turn around on a dime type. They're really, they can maneuver in so many different ways and almost twist inside and out of themselves. And 1 second they're there, 1 second they're not type. It's all, which is like mice. But it's almost like, if you have any doubts or wonderings about whether there's something happening in the background in your life, don't doubt, sometimes it can be the figment of our own imagination, is what I'm trying to say there. So have a look at that as your as far as going into a bit more depth, just to really spend that time and watch and see, are there mice there or they're not? You see the evidence if they are. If they're not, don't wish more into it, because the dragons, they're just saying, look, it could be that it's a figment. Just make sure of what you're doing as you're moving along. I like this, because if the red car was our truck, truck 10, caravan 5, red cars out. Yes. Oh, that's how you're playing the cricket. Cute. Oh, you need to put some some good instructions of that. We don't have the kids with us anymore because they're all adults and I'm a granny or nana. I prefer nana. So yeah, that was a good game. I don't know that we had them as colours, but we certainly had models and that of trucks. So that's how you play cricket. Now, and when you get to Darwin, your husband will need to whip out his floral shirt. Yes, he will, because it's going to be hot. Shaz is up there, and she's been reporting to me the weather as far as how hot it is. And it starts around in the middle of the day. At the start of the day, it's starting around 22, I think she said. So, and it gets hotter. But dry heat, not humid. So here we go with what our reading is. So you can read it as we're building our tower up and communicating that, and then getting rid of those things that we doubt about, that we're suspicious of, but no, it's not really there, that type of thing. Or it could be just that, wow, have a wonderful day getting together with family and friends. The happy times. There we've got that beautiful shirt. It just does bring to me nice happiness. I feel really good about this. That particular combination of the shirt and the birds this morning. I think too, probably because I really did have to look up or try to find what the meaning of the shirt is. And in the guidebooks that are with this set that I've got, which I did show you, that one, the Labyrinth Through Time, and the other one, because I do have a little set. I don't know what the second set is. I have got two sets of charms. This one is the one from the Labyrinth Through Time, though. And, building up what we can create. It is really building up that happiness and creating for ourselves what we want, not allowing those doubts to come in, letting them be that figment. Or if they are going to, if there is something that it's of substance, it's just coming in, going out. It's not going to last. It's only just a flitter of an imagination. Like sometimes you can get that sense of seeing something out of the corner of your eye. So that's what I think that those cards are meaning for us today. So certainly go out and enjoy the sunshine, because it is a beautiful sunshine. I just noticed how much, no clouds, how much of there is a bit of a coolness in the air, but how much it's feeling like it's coming into spring now. We certainly have bulbs starting to flower and the blossoms on the trees. So, and I did notice as I was putting the label on the post this morning, it is the 15th of July. And isn't that technically right in the middle of winter? So we're on the hump, ready to slide down and enjoy that wonderful energy of coming spring. So it's lovely, isn't it? Lovely to be here in where we live, even though, worldwide there's so much going on. Put those positive thoughts into it. Just feel that wonderful energy we've got today. So it's a game that it keeps everyone going. Yeah, waiting for a truck to go by. Yeah, for our kids, it was trucks and the bigger stuff. And even as the earth moving equipment started, you'd pick up whatever your interest is, you'll notice it. Whatever your own car is, you notice others. And that was another thing too. And Sandra, good morning to you too. So just tuned in. Can you see anything positive for Mum? Now, Sandra, these readings this morning are a general card spread reading. So I've already done that. You will need to actually watch the replay. I don't do individualised card pulls or readings in this session. I might pop in sometime through the day where I'll do those, just because I might have time. That's just potluck. It really is the ad hoc with that. But I do feel positives for your mum. You feel the positives. Move that energy forward for your mum. Feel only the positives. Really put that into your thinking, because that's where it will start to change for her once those positives are progressed in the energy fields. So feel the love, push it out as positives. Don't even allow the negative to come into it. I know it's hard sometimes. And it all makes sense again today, 15th of August. Oh, shit. Did I say July? August. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the correction, Kim. Yes, it's the 15th of August. My, how time's going fast, isn't it? We're nearly there into spring, aren't we? No wonder everything's blossoming and everything. Oh, silly me. But yes, it's the 15th of August today. goodness. Hi, Diane. How are you? It's a lovely day, isn't it? Well, it is here. It's gorgeous. So, Diane's my cousin. I've got to. Hey. No, you probably don't want to know me. Be associated. No. We come from a lovely family. Lovely family, isn't it? So, Sarah, thank you. Enjoy the sunshine. You enjoy your road trip. I wonder, have you got Rocky Road to eat on the way? And thank you. Have a great day from Keza and to everyone else as well. It's lovely. And Kim, yes. Yeah, I've got to laugh at myself. There's too much in this mind that it goes nuts sometimes and forgets things and all the rest of it. But hey, foggy in Queensland. Oh, we've got it absolutely beautiful here this morning, Di. Absolutely gorgeous. Actually, I could almost show you. Except the grass. Have a look at that. Look at the beautiful grass and the sunshine. It's lovely. I like the portability of these, the webcams. They're gorgeous. It makes it so much easier to do some of these things. And Sandra, thank you. Yes, it is hard. Yeah. Been there, done that. Keep positives in your heart. Feel that essence of what is. We do have a natural state of love. It's how we're born into this world in a state of unconditional love. That moment where we're birthed, what we start to present and bring out to the world, that's the start. You know, we come into the body as our soul, and we are moving through our life, growing that inner knowledge of self as our soul, growing it and moving it forward so that, you know, in our oneness, we are that complexity of humanity. We certainly are. Because there's no way that anyone can absolutely close off their energy from the world until we do pass on. I mean, that's where we are moving out of this world energy and our souls returning home. So it really is making the best of being the best of who we are to continue to grow that love out and about in our community, because we are human. It is the human experience we're having here. So just step into it in fullness. Yes, we have ups and downs. It's why we create our balance as we're moving through our lives. And there are experiences that need to be challenging so that we can grow those muscles and learn about ourselves within that wholeness of humanity. So there's my little preachy for the day. I'll leave it at that. And thank you for being here. Lovely to see you, Di, and everyone else as well. For those who are coming in on replay, thank you for being here as well. So it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Go out and enjoy your weekend. For those who are going into their Saturday evening, because you are on the other side of the globe, have a wonderful day tomorrow. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And there we go. Thank you. Great day for everyone. And we'll move into our day in whatever way you feel blessed. Know that you are blessed and be grateful. For each and every one of you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. So thank you. Namaste until tomorrow. Bye.